If you translated scandal into lyrics, what would it be saying? What would it say to you?
The love of your life is a red-handed, cold-blooded killer. That is what you're dealing with. You love.
There was a white woman on the TV that picked up a drill and was like, oh, I like it. And we were like, oh, there was a bullet. They talk about this shit. There was a bullet put in a white woman's head that came in and tried to kill somebody. There was a black woman who was pulled in by the president from behind and dissed and walked out and left her ass. It would be all those. So don't, I'm just saying.
How you go from being calm to get hype?
Because it just makes me hype. Like, it would be those things. If you translated it, it would be those things. The images. The images.
You're telling me right now what it is to me. That's what I'm talking about. What should remain complicated is that media is media and individuals are individuals who make up groups and populations of people, and people are consuming things differently.
Yes.
And I think that we should allow for that.
Allow for that.
I like this show because the characters are complicated, and I'll be the first. Maybe I won't be the first, but I just really appreciate when humans get to be complicated, because I think that's how most of us are.
I think that Olivia's weak. I think that she's played. I think that she's troubled. And funny enough, I have a little disdain for the show, but it is entertaining. But I do have a big disdain for the show because here this black woman is soulless. She is a soulless black woman who's willing to do everything at any cost for nothing, it seems like. There's nothing for her.
And again, see, I disagree.
All his hatred.
Girl ain't never been there before for that.
Cyrus going to the sex tape. Cyrus went. He's breaking them apart.
There are other shows that are fast-paced, like Scandal, but I don't remember ever seeing any other like political, complicated, quick shows, like dramas, with a black woman in the lead. Like, I think it's the first time in 34 years.
Liana, we were at work and she was like, oh my goodness, like, have you heard of this show with Kerry Washington? Like, she is, like, you know, the first black woman lead character of primetime TV. Like, and I was like, all right, I gotta watch this. And then I didn't get around to it. And then somebody was like, oh, Shonda Rhimes, like, she writes. And I'm like, all right, so a black woman's in it, black woman's writing it. Then I heard it was based on a black woman. Like, I was like, say words. So then I watched the little Oprah thing that all three of them did together. So I'm like, dang it. Then you got Oprah. She the biggest, like, powerful black woman. So I'm like, all right, 4 black women, I gotta watch this show. And so during the hurricane, we did, like, I just did a marathon of all the episodes I hadn't seen before. And, yeah, so I think at the end of the day, I was intrigued by that. And, like, that's, you know, and I do feel a little bit of solidarity. Like, I'm going to watch this because I wanted to have some ratings, and I do want something out there. Even if I wrestle with the concepts, I'd rather have this than, you know, a video girl. Like, you know?
What are you doing here? Why are you in the hospital? I called, you didn't answer, so I sent a secret service.
What, like, both, like, fascinates me and pisses me off is that, like, when you watch actual TV, not entertainment, this same shit is happening to us in real life. Like, this is fucking happening right now, but we're supposed to watch this and be amused by, like, all the back and forth and shit, but, like, turn on the fucking news and see what is going on in the world. It's some
election rigging.
Like, that's what's happening right now. People keep talking about the president is so mired in all these scandals are happening. All these scandals are happening right now. But
She says I'll do it.
Quinn's gonna do it.
Born killer.
kill somebody for a minute.
Oh, okay, Quinn. There you go. There it is. There it is. Tag team it up.
People can detach from
their story, but because there's so many limited images of us, when we finally get an image, like when this first came on, I was like, yo, that Olivia Pope swag, like everything, she turned into a verb and stuff. It's like, I got Olivia Pope this situation real quick, because we took a sense of pride, and then her humanness. Shonda Rhimes is really good at sucking you in with the character, so you fall in love with McSteamy and McDreamy, and then all of a sudden their faults come out. But how is that different than everyday people?
And I think that's valuable. I really do think the fact that everyone was super on her at the beginning, and now she's displaying things we don't appreciate, but things we really, if we were really sincere and honest with ourselves, we would relate to those things.
I can't leave them. They need me. I'm their gladiator.
So I think it's interesting watching these characters grow into people. At first we were really hype about Huck, and now I think Huck needs some therapy. And he doesn't need to be with Olivia because I don't think it helps his situation, and he needs therapy. You know, just the same way we're figuring out that Olivia's kind of broken and she needs healthy relationships.
It's nice that we are well-rounded characters, right? And that they're complicated. But because there's so few images of us, it's like we hold those sacred and don't want her to kind of be an adulteress or, you know, like you're so educated, you have all this power, and yet you fall to the whim of all these men on the show, right? I wrestle with her, like I wrestle with my real friends, right? Like we grew up together, we was homegirls, and then it's like, you doing something stank, I don't like that. And so I love it, but I hate it.
Oh my God. All those people.
It's Millie.
Millie did it.
Who did it?
Yeah. No, he did.
Dad.
Oh my God! This is some bullshit! Two black people on Capitol Hill, father and daughter. Really? This is like random. I just saw like something on the little news ticker or whatever about President Obama responding to the scandal around the military sexual assault and sexual abuse issues going on. Recently, like I think it was an Air Force commander was recently indicted around or brought charges around military sexual abuse and being complicit in it. But at any rate, it made me think of in Scandal how it was that CIA dude's job to sleep with Olivia and what that means around like consent and sexual abuse, military sexual abuse, and like my issues with the show that it fictionalizes these things into something that is quote unquote entertainment, and I feel like it numbs us to like the actual shit that is happening.
That actually trivializes it too, which is even worse.
Yeah, that's what it trivializes it.
Is it possible that propaganda has shifted into, you know, just your normal entertainment pieces?
I watch an Olivia Pope and all of a sudden I'm like, I gotta go shopping. I don't even know. Like, why? How does that get on you that quick?
Those systems, like you said, they don't go away. Like patriarchy is still like in TV land, just like it is in real life, and like you experience like that fervor of capitalism by watching Olivia Pope in a hot suit and desiring it. Like it's still existing, even if we're escaping into a fantasy land of it.
We can't deny people their pleasure and their sense of pleasure.
Yeah.
You know, that's really important. And so I'm just so amazed at the idea of like media being something that can recharge me.
And be entertaining.
I had to cut reality TV out of my life because I could feel it draining me. And I could see it manipulating my interactions. Women with the idea of love and intimacy, all these things. And so I stopped and I started getting real-obsessed with a show that I watched as a teenager, young girl, which is, you know, Warrior Princess.
I've seen every episode of that show. It's
Girl,
you're not alone.
Listen, I'm on season 5. Like, I'm just, and now as an adult, as I watch that show, I see all the hidden messages. And why I was watching that at that age, and why I was empowered by that, and why that did sort of make me want to go out in the world like Xena and have a shop room and just like handle things for the greater good, because that's what she fought for.
Yeah,
She always fought for the greater good.
To get everybody to look at the same thing and come out with something totally different, you have to be a little bit of a genius. Like, right? So everybody's watching this, and some people see love, some people see adultery, some people see passion, some people see greed.
Because
like,
in the beginning, a lot of people saw love. We were like,
I never saw love. At the end of the day, he was married. Like, I never saw love.
So you want to know people? I remember many friends were like, oh, it's so beautiful. It's unrequited love.
I feel real good after the talk back. Like all the angst that I had about all